Harris comes to the White House from here in California. Today I spoke with a man who knows her well. Eric Kasher is both a former National Finance Committee member for the Biden and Obama campaigns and a close friend to Harris. Watch. Want to hop right into it here. Is there anything that you can share about your conversations with Vice President Kamala Harris, who I do know that you have a friendly relationship with, on how she's feeling about this just historic moment?
Yeah, so I've known Vice President Harris for over 15 years at this point. My children call her Auntie Kamala. I know that her mom is front of mind for her this today. Her mom Shamala was very much a significant influence in her life. She always encouraged her to dream big and to imagine and believe that something like today could actually be possible for her. I think Kamala's obviously deeply grateful and a lot of gratitude for everyone who voted for their campaign and just this incredible opportunity that she has. But I know that she's also extremely humbled by the enormity of the responsibility. I also know that she has a deep appreciation for being the first, the historic significance of being the first woman, the first African-American, and the first South Asian to hold the office of vice president. None of that she takes lightly, and I know this is something that means a ton to her just because it's so meaningful.
And on that note right there, I did want to mention that being the first Black vice president on a year where racial injustice was front and center. And so is that something that you spoke about that she's mentioned with you?
Absolutely. I mean, that's something that is very important to her. It's going to be very important to this administration as well. They want to focus on healing the country. One of the key crises that they plan on working on and focusing on in the first part of this administration is the racial equity crisis that they know and understand exists within the country.
Can you talk about the priorities of this incoming Biden-Harris administration and what's actually able to be accomplished quickly? I know today there was a flurry of executive actions and orders.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the White House and President Biden has 4 crises that he's going to be focusing on out of the gate. The first one being obviously COVID-19, getting this pandemic under control. That's going to be the primary focus in dealing with that, making sure that they're standing up the government and unleashing the full force of the National Guard and the government to get vaccines in place and make sure that everyone's getting vaccinated. The second key component is dealing with the economic crisis and the fallout of COVID-19. We've got to get the gears of the economy going again, and they're going to be focusing on that primarily. Climate change is the climate change crisis is the third, and then I mentioned the racial equity crisis. There will be the ability to get a lot done. They'll be working with Congress, in addition to the executive orders that you've mentioned, to move on a number of these items. There'll be a series of executive orders that will be issued today, and then over the coming days that are going to address these 4 primary focus areas.